Today we got some information about the class tracks in Battlefield 6. Now, of course, during the beta, we only had the option for one. We did not have the option to pick the second class. Now, this is leaked information from Battlefield Labs. This information comes from Multiplayer First. This could change before launch, so keep that in mind. But some of these other class tracks seem like they're going to be pretty interesting. So let's go ahead and start with the Assault class first. Frontliner, these soldiers have improved health regeneration and an additional adrenaline injector charge and reduced penalty when shooting on the move. Now, the other option you'll have there to build out the Assault class would be Grenadier. These units have quicker reloads on grenade launchers, can carry extra grenades, and are more resistant to flash effects. Now, when it comes to the Engineer, you have Anti-Armor, a master of wreaking havoc on enemy vehicles with rockets and reduce their repair effectiveness, as well as extra ammunition and faster reloads for launchers. Then you have the Combat Engineer, which is a very interesting one to me. An expert dedicated to keeping everything in pristine shape. These soldiers auto-generate health of the vehicles they are occupying and are able to use their repair tool longer before overheating and can automatically spot nearby mines. This one is an absolute game changer if you're a fan of having a big crew, a big group, a big squad inside of a vehicle, whether it be a tank, helicopter, no matter what the case is. Because not only are you going to be able to see mines and auto spot them, you're also going to be able to auto generate health of the vehicle that you are occupying. Now, they don't say how much health, but that is pretty wild. And I'm not sure if this will stack. So let's say you have two engineers and they're running this. Is it going to repair it faster? You know, kind of that passive repairing or not? We'll have to wait and see. But this is going to give you a lot of option. If you're a fan of, using tanks or riding with, like I said, a squad, Combat Engineer is definitely going to be the way to go. Now, if you're just running around using Engineer to try to stop, the other teams, tanks and helicopters and planes and things like that, I think Anti-Armor is going to be the way to go. But Combat Engineer is a pretty unique one, and I think that one's going to be very popular for all of the vehicle fans out there. Now, when it comes to support, the Combat Medic, these units are available to function as health dispensaries for allies and also regenerate health when they're reviving teammates. Fire Support, these combat experts have improved weapon control from a mounted position and can provide ammo to teammates. So this one is the one that's kind of interesting to me. Like I said, this is leaked info, so this could be wrong, or they could have changed something since the beta. Because in the beta, you could have health and ammo on the same kind of build there, or the same track. It seems like in this, Combat Medic's the medic and Fire Support's the ammo. I'm kind of curious to see if that's how it's going to be when the game launches, because a lot of people were saying they didn't like one character being able to give out health and ammo. Personally, I don't mind it, because in past Battlefield games, it was hard to get ammo from support because a lot of times they wouldn't throw it down. Right now, if someone's running medic and are throwing down a med bag to heal themselves, at least I can go pick up some ammo out of it because it all comes from one bag. But from the way this is worded, it seems like the Combat Medic is going to be designed for healing and the Fire Support is going to be designed for ammo. And if that's not the case, and the Combat Medic still has the option to run the health and ammo bag, I don't really see the Fire Support being that big of a deal unless that improved weapon control from mounted positions is absolutely insane. We'll have to wait and see. Now, for Recon, Sniper is a long-distance engagement expert that has improved auto-spotting speed, range, and duration. Sniper shots will highlight enemies and temporarily prevent healing, while headshots will render the struck enemy unrevivable. Of course, this is going to be the kind of way you would build your Sniper or your Recon class if you're wanting to sit back and actually use a sniper rifle. Now, Pathfinder, this is a infiltration-focused commando that is undetectable by equipment except when they're sprinting, highlights enemies they damage for the rest of the team, and can perform quieter takedowns. Now, they did make a note that the Recon training track will be changed in the game's final version. So they say Sniper and Pathfinder, even though that it's still like this right now in Battlefield Labs, is probably not going to stay this way, because we do know that, of course, the respawn device that the Recon class has had forever is actually going to Assault, There's also been some talks of changing the way Sniper and Pathfinder work to kind of accommodate that change of equipment from snipering or from recon to assault. So we'll have to wait and see what goes on exactly with that. But I thought these were pretty interesting. These are, like I said, what's been in the data mined info from the most recent Battlefield Labs since the beta. I think all of these sound really good. Like I said, the one that is absolutely crazy to me is that Combat Engineer. But leave me a comment with your thoughts. Do you think these are in their final state? Do you think these need to be adjusted some? Or do you think we'll see anything added to them later? I like having the option to have some different class tracks. I know some people don't care about that. They think, I'm just going to go in and play Battlefield. I don't care, what I have there. Just give me everything in one kind of package and just be done with it. But having the track idea is kind of unique. Battlefield 5 did it. I think it could have been done a little bit more in depth. And from what DICE is saying, they're going to have a very in-depth class system. I'm going to be curious to see what else is really going to be added to that, because right now, having two different tracks, unless it's a really long, drawn-out process to unlock everything, I don't see two tracks really taking anyone that long to unlock everything from both tracks. And if they make it just kind of a long, grindy process, that's not really going to be fun either. So I'm kind of curious what else we're going to have that's going to make these classes really in-depth. We'll have to wait and see. They've talked about it, but not really give us any info on exactly what that will be. Leave me a comment with your thoughts, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.